Okay, so um, last time I left off, I got admitted to the hospital. So they asked me if I wanted an epidural right away. I said no because I didn't want it to wear off by the time I had him. I want to say I was at a 2 maybe. And I was like, no, I don't want the epidural because if it wear off by the time I get to 10, I'm gonna be upset. So I asked for they offered me some other kind of medicine, and it was called New Morphine or New Morphine or New Morphine or something like that. So I got that in my IV. It helped. I still felt my contractions, but they definitely weren't as painful as they were before. But I definitely felt them. But it did give me the opportunity to try to relax a little bit. Um, I called my mom, and she ended up coming up to the hospital. Where they would get me checked in. They got me hooked up to all the monitors, my IV, and all that. um, I don't remember what time the doctor came in and checked me, and I had some water left, a bag of water left. He broke that, um, and I want to say I still was a 2 or 3. Either way, I was progressing really slow. So um, I'm not sure how much time had passed, but they came in and said that the doctor said if I wasn't progressing, he would get me started on Pitocin, um, so that they could speed things up because my water had broken. So like I said, I don't know what time it was, but he came in and um, he said that they were going to go ahead and start me on Pitocin. And when I want the epidural, and I said, okay, well, if you're going to start me on Pitocin, which I know makes contractions stronger and more painful, then start my epidural first and then start me on Pitocin. So the nurse said, let me go check and make sure that that's okay with him. And he said yes. So they came in, the anesthesiologist came in to put in my epidural. I was shaking so hard. Like, I don't even know why. Like, they said shaking was a part of being in labor, but I was shaking so hard and I was so nervous. I was like, oh my God, I have to stop shaking because if I keep shaking, I get this epidural, I'm going to be paralyzed for the rest of my life. So I had my mom come stand in front of me and I was like, Mom, I'm like really shaking. And my mom was like, Bad Jackie, just be still. It's okay. It's not that bad. And I'm like, I'm not doing this on purpose. Like, if I could be still, I will be still, but I can't. Whatever. So he got it in safely. It hurt a little bit. Like, it really does feel like a bee sting. Um, when he was threading the whatever he put in my back through, I could feel that, and it felt uncomfortable. But they got that in. He put a lot of tape on my back to keep it in. And then he told me, like, anytime I wanted some more, just to push a button on the machine and it would come. It wouldn't run out. It would just come. So I had that for about 20, 30 minutes maybe before they came and started my Pitocin. So they started the Pitocin and they kept that going. When they started the Pitocin, the contractions didn't get really as close as they wanted them to when they wanted them to. So I just stayed on it. They didn't want to keep checking me like really frequently because my water had broken and she didn't want to keep checking me. I can't remember if she said because she didn't want to risk an infection or anything like that. So they checked me probably every 3 to 4 hours maybe. So when they were checking me, I wasn't dilating. I was dilating very slowly. So it would be like 2 centimeters, 3 centimeters. And I know the last time they checked, like, I was 4 centimeters. And I was 4 centimeters. It had to be like 6 p.m., close to 7 p.m. And the only reason why I know that is because my mom was like, okay, I'm tired. I've been here all day with you. I'm going to go up to your house and I'm going to get some rest and I'm going to be back. Because everybody thought, I'm progressing really slowly. So she's not going to have this baby anytime soon. So my mom left. So it was just me and Travis. My mom and my sister left and my mom's husband. So it's just me and Travis at the hospital. And I'm trying to get some sleep, like, as much as I can. But this epidural has my hips and my back hurting. First, my back was hurting really bad. Then I felt like I could feel my contractions, but it really was my back hurting. Then I had hip pain, so they had to keep coming to turn me over because I couldn't really feel my legs. So I couldn't turn myself over. So they would come keep turning me over um, um, to try to alleviate my hip pain. That didn't work. So anyway, 4 centimeters. I'm sleeping or I'm talking to Travis or whatever. At I'm not sure what time it was. I'm gonna say 9:30 ish, 9:30 ish. The nurse checked me, and I was 9 centimeters. She's like, "You're 9 centimeters," and I was like, "Shut up!" I went from 4 to 9 in like 3 hours. It's like, "Shut up, lady, for real." So, or less than 3 hours. So I'm like, "Travis, call my mama and tell my mama to come back." So Travis calls my mom, and she's so out of it. They're like, they didn't. I don't think they got that 9 centimeters mean I was about to have a baby. So I had them call them back, and I was like, "Where are you guys?" And my mom's husband was like, "Are you still in pain?" And I'm like, "What?" He's hallucinating. So my mom was like, "She's so tired, she won't be able to make it back out." So my mom is about to miss the baby coming, which is the whole reason for her being here. But I said it's fine. She's been up with me all night and all day, so it's fine. It's me, it's Travis. It's Travis and I. This is me and Travis's baby, so it's fine that both of us are here. Even though I would have loved for my mom to have been there. Um, so, um, so she checked me again sometime after that, and I was completely dilated, and they wanted me to start pushing. So I'm getting nervous now because I'm like, oh my gosh, like this is really gonna happen. But I felt like I had to, like I was gonna have a bowel movement on the like right there, and I kept telling her, I was like, oh, it's coming out. Like I feel it, it's gonna come out. So I definitely boo boo during labor. Um, definitely did probably once or twice. Definitely once, but probably more than that. Um, and clearly nobody could control it. The nurses never said anything um, at all. Travis at the most was the one making faces like, ugh, and he keep bringing it up all the time. Anyway, so the nurse predicted, she said most first time mothers push between 1 and 2 hours. So I'm like, oh my gosh, like, are they serious? So I'm pushing, and she trying to get me to hold my legs up. Travis is holding my leg up. And at first, when I started pushing, like, nobody was counting. And that really irritated me. Like, the 1, 2, 3. Like, I feel like that would have helped me because I was just holding my breath and pushing for as long as I thought was necessary. But I didn't know, like, if it was enough or whatever. So I was pushing, and she was like, okay, you're doing a good job. You're doing a good job. Like, you're pushing him down. As he got further and further down and closer to being out, it definitely, I don't know if it was the pressure or what it was, but it was painful. By the time his head was almost out, and while his head was out and I was about to get the rest of his body out, I definitely was crying at that point in time from hurt to being hurting, because you know they wait until you're at the peak of a contraction to make you push. So I'm like, oh my god, like get him out. So I pushed and pushed and pushed and pushed and pushed, of course. Um, after a while, I could not hold my legs up. Like I was just like, I just want to push. Somebody else hold my legs up. Travis is in my ear like, go push, baby. He's coming out, and the lady's like, I can see his head, and da 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 da. And so they're like, do little pushes, do little pushes. So he's coming out, he's out, and the lady's like, look down, he's out, he's out, and I couldn't even look down. I just was like, oh my god, oh my god. So they pulled him out, and they had told Travis because there was meconium in because there was meconium, if the baby wasn't crying when he came out, that they would cut the umbilical cord and they would have to take him to get him suctioned out. So that's what happened. They took him out and they took him over to get suctioned, whatever. Um, and he started crying a little bit, but of course I'm over there on the bed and I keep asking, is he okay? Why is he not crying? What's going on? Is he all right? And they're like, yeah, he's really good. He has so much hair. He's so cute. And I'm like, yeah, is he okay? So Travis is over there with them. They're still over here with me. Trying to get the placenta out and all these other things, which I want to say it was kind of painful to birth the placenta. I want to say that I just can't remember too much. They have like this little spatula thing that they put in you to check, I guess, for tears and blood clots or whatever else they have. I didn't tear, so yay for me, no tears. But she said something was swollen, and Travis said she said my left wall was swollen or something like that. So she said that they would just check that out again at my 6-week appointment. So yeah, so I had my baby, no stitches. They cleaned me up and all this other kind of stuff, and they got him already, gave him to dad, and then they gave him to me. He was 5 pounds, 7 ounces. He has his little tiny head. He was 19.5 inches long. He was born at 10:54 p.m. on January 8th. After being in early labor for so long, this is why I wanted to preface that I wouldn't remember much, because I hadn't had sleep in like 3 or 4 days. So I was really out of it the day I gave birth. So out of it that they gave him to me, and I could only hold him for like 10 minutes because I was falling asleep. I got to attempt breastfeeding for about 5 or 10 minutes. He wasn't latching on. He wasn't hungry. I think. But then I just said, like, give him a bottle because I'm so tired and I want him to eat. So Travis fed him a bottle, and I was falling asleep while they were doing whatever else that they were doing. I kept waking up because I hadn't eaten since Saturday, 6 p.m. So I wasn't hungry, but I was like totally dehydrated. So the nurse kept bringing me apple juice, and we were afraid that it wouldn't stay down because during labor, which I forgot, I kept throwing up liquids. I think it had happened 3 times. I would drink water or whatever, ice chips or whatever, and I would throw it back up. So she gave me crackers and juice, and I was just drinking juice. I barely ate a cracker, but I was just so thirsty. So my little man was here. He was so pretty. His little light-skinned self and his little precious eyes. I'm trying to think if there's anything that I'm missing. Probably not. I know they do. I never knew this, but oh my gosh. Like after you give birth, they press you on your stomach to press your cervix to see, to make sure, to make sure your cervix is going back where it should be and make sure blood flow is right. That hurts like hell. Them just pressing down their hands into your stomach. I was like, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. Like, and then they would be like, I'm so sorry, I'm so sorry, I'm so sorry. And I'd be like, oh my God, like this is horrible. I'm trying to think if anything else was past that was awkward, but that's about it. So I did want to say, everybody's labor is different. And everybody says that, but I think it's hard to remember because I will watch some YouTube videos and I'm like, okay, well, maybe that's what I'm going to look for. Maybe that's what's going to happen. And it didn't happen to me. So just pay attention to, what's happening with you. And if you have any questions, call the doctor and see. Because I thought I was in labor, that the contractions were 3 to 4 minutes apart, but I wasn't. I was in early labor. I thought my water had broke, but then it looked like it didn't break because it looked like pee, and I didn't know. So like I said, just call your doctor. All of us have labor and delivery stories, but everybody's labor and delivery is very, very different. So congratulations to Miss Angelique and Shani. I'm so sorry I'm saying your name wrong, but she had baby Aiden, and Angelique had her daughter. And we all had our kids on the same day. So congratulations. Looks can be deceiving. I hope you had your baby by the time I upload this video. If not, just hang in there. He's gonna come when he's ready. I hope to do my 1 week postpartum video sometime this weekend, before I turn 2 weeks. I'm gonna try my hardest, but I have school starting Monday, so I'm trying to get ready for that. So if you guys have any questions, just write me a message or write under the video. I'm gonna try to show you my little man real quick because he's sleeping. I don't want to pick him up, but I'll definitely show you him in my 1 week postpartum video, definitely. So let's see if you guys can see him. There he is. He sleeps with his hands in his face, and he sleeps on his fist. And that's just how he sleeps. It's my little man. He's so precious and so sweet. So I'll see you guys in my 1 week postpartum video. Thanks for watching.